Hi, this is John Mason reading an excerpt from the novel Cinnamon, A Dairy Cows and Our Farmers Path to Freedom, published in 2024 by Adelaide Books, New York and Lisbon. Just then, the doctor, Dr. Will Tuttle, got up to talk. I thought at first that he was a medical doctor, but it turned out that he was the other kind of doctor, a philosophy. He had written a book called The World Peace Diet. He talked about how when we eat animal products, we absorb the energy of suffering. That when we eliminate dairy, we are no longer ingesting hormones which manipulate human hormones and too often cause disease. He mentioned there is no such thing as hormone-free dairy, since all pregnant cows naturally produce hormones in their milk. There is only milk with no added hormones, he said. He talked about the fact cows know when they're being led to slaughter and that people who eat meat absorb the adrenaline which is released in their bodies. When I thought about the animals, I felt guilty again. But this time, the guilt I felt about the past only made me more determined to make the changes I needed to. I felt stronger knowing that I was part of a movement based on community. Then he talked about how cows fart and burp methane gas, and that this is a major contributor to global greenhouse emissions, which cause climate change. When he said that this methane gas from farm animals was higher than all transportation industries put together, Ainsley did a double take. I didn't know cows had a gas problem, I thought. He finished his talk by quoting the ancient Greek philosopher Pythagoras, who said, as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. What he said made so much sense that my mind was swirling. I got up to get in line to buy his book, but remembered my new friend David sitting next to me. I sat back down and wished him luck with everything. I never got to ask, he said, what do you do? So I told him that I was, or had been, a dairy farmer. I told him the farm had been in my family for generations. A dairy farmer, the man replied. That's not unusual around these parts, but it is unusual you're here. Then I told him that my awareness had changed. I told him that Cinnamon the cow had pushed me in the right direction. He looked a little guilty. Just a short while ago, he talked about how good a hamburger tastes to him. I sat with him in the silence of our shared guilt. Then I told him what Anthony and I were planning on doing. This is Janet Mason reading an excerpt from my novel Cinnamon, A Dairy Cows and Our Farmers' Path to Freedom, published in 2024 by Adelaide Books, New York and Lisbon for BookTube and Spotify.